rest of my career. Like, God damn, oh, we want to see some, it ain't gonna happen. The most y'all gonna ever get is Zepeda. That was y'all best hope and chance at getting resistance. Yes.
Nah, not at 35.
Oh my God.
The guy at 35, he's not even in the conversation no more, so that's...
His style, bro, styles make fights. The style that will give me the most resistance will be the guy who throws 1,000,000 punches around and don't stop punching.
Yeah.
Not nobody that's gonna even like throw any less punches than that.
So it gotta be that type, like how Maidana was for Floyd, like that type of style.
No, he just was rugged and rough.
Yeah, I think that could work.
That's not gonna do it.
Nah, you'll do that.
No. I'm strong. You know, like,
you are strong. No,
I don't know, like, I think that's the
strong.
part that they missing. Like,
Yeah,
I'm strong.
Ben thinks he's too big for him, but sometimes size doesn't matter. And for this one, I just think Shakur Stevenson will be far too talented for Conor Benn. I might be wrong. I'm not giving Conor Benn his stick, and I sound like I'm trying to justify what I'm saying, but Conor needs a couple of steady fights around world level before he challenges for a world title.
It's okay. Teo fans, I know y'all sad. I told y'all was gonna be sad. Y'all gonna be mad. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked Teo. I told y'all, go back and watch the videos. I promise y'all. But it's okay. There's room on the bandwagon. Hell yeah. Jump on the damn bandwagon. Shit, yeah. Say Shakur's name. You damn right. Say it. Say it. That's a bad boy. Yeah, it's a bad boy. But he's even greater than what he showed. A lot of y'all might disagree with me. I'm gonna tell y'all a fighter that can get with Shakur. I ain't say beat him, but I'm saying that can get with him. That's on his level. Like this. His name is O'Shaquie Foster. That's his name. O'Shaquie Foster. Yes. Shakur goes down and fight that man right there.
Man, Shakur Stevenson. I love Conor. Conor's my brother. Yeah. But it's a whitewash.
He's the best.
It's a whitewash.
The boxing world isn't just talking. They're warning Conor Benn. One wrong step against Shakur Stevenson, and this fight could turn into a washout faster than anyone expects.
I think Shakur Stevenson is a sublime performer. I didn't much enjoy the performance against Teofimo Lopez, not because of Shakur Stevenson's superiority, because it wasn't much of a fight.
Yeah.
And the fact that I tipped Teofimo Lopez, I enjoyed even less. I don't listen. I you know, Conor Benn doing his best Dennis Rodman impression. I don't think he's in that class. I don't think he can fight. I think it's ridiculous calling out a 135 fighter that's just stepped up at 140 and beaten Teofimo Lopez into a conversation. But it's great publicity for Conor. I'd like to see Conor get in the ring and fight people like Lewis Crocker, or get in the ring and fight people like Josh Kelly, rather than autograph hunting. But listen, this is the currency he's got right now.
While the world waits to see who Shakur Stevenson will face next, the question arises, who is truly capable of matching his level? In a recent interview, Stevenson laid out his hit list for his next opponent, making one thing very clear. Anyone wanting to fight him, or see him move up to 147, must agree to a rehydration clause, or there will be no fight. On one side, Conor Benn stands out, chasing his most lucrative payday, but Stevenson already has other opponents in mind.
And the guys that's the lucrative fights is the guys that I'm going to fight. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see Pitbull. Pitbull is a guy that's a name in the sport.
Yeah, I like that.
And honestly, it's a lot of casual fans that love Pitbull.
Yeah.
So most of his fan base is the guys that's like casuals and believe that.
And a lot of Mexicans.
They believe that a guy like Pitbull would be the style to do something with me, but easy work.
Easy work. That's a good fight. I like the Pitbull. All right, what about Ryan Garcia?
I would love it. Would
you fight him at full? Because I think he's at 47 now.
Shakur Stevenson was in complete control against Teofimo Lopez, and as the world speculates about a potential fight with Conor Benn, he fired back, reminding everyone how tough and stronger he was in that bout. In an exclusive interview, Stevenson revealed that by the second round, he had already analyzed Teofimo's power and realized it wasn't a factor. Outboxing and hurting Lopez earned him widespread respect and serves as a clear warning to Benn about what's coming.
I want to say, I stood in the center and like I'm trying to see like, okay, what he got. and I threw something and he threw something, and like the reaction to what I threw was like, okay, you kind of like.
You mean his reaction?
He had to respect it. It had to be respect. And when I seen that the respect was there, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You see that these motherfuckers could hurt you too.
Right.
A lot of people don't feel that way
Right.
until they get there in front of it.
Well, that's because that's what people say though. They like, you know, plenty of people say Shakur don't punch that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Until they get in front of it and they got to feel them punches on the chin.
Shakur Stevenson's masterclass against Teofimo Lopez has silenced critics and even turned many in his favor, including analysts like Mike Coppinger, who admitted it was a thrilling performance. However, Conor Benn isn't buying the narrative. After the fight, he stressed that he felt he wasted precious minutes watching Stevenson dismantle Lopez, calling it a boring fight. Still, Benn says he's open to facing Shakur and even claims he'd be happy to go 147 without any warm-up.
Boring. Like, honestly, I got to maybe the 5th round, 6th round. It's like, do something. Like, let your hands go. If it was so one-sided, just let your hands go a little bit. Do you know what I mean? My fight just displayed discipline, and that was my goal, was to display discipline for the 12 rounds. People think I couldn't do it. Just do something. All your fights are so boring. And it's the entertainment business. I think people want to skip to the Money May and forget the pretty boy Floyd. You know, where he let his hands go. Dangerous, spiteful. You know, none of this boring, negative stuff. I wasted 36 minutes of my life watching that game. Listen, it's part of the game. Ultimately, I'm here in his city, but if he wants it, he can get it. He's calling for it, so no problem. Let's do it in the stadium back home. We'll do that next. That'll be my first fight back at 147. No warm-up.
At the same time, Shakur Stevenson has gone in-depth on why he insists on a rehydration clause for a potential fight with Conor Benn. He called it a bad move on Benn's part to refuse, saying it seems like an excuse, one he won't fall for. Stevenson made it clear, no rehydration clause, no fight. He explained that this decision is designed to put Benn to the ultimate test, ensuring the matchup is fair and to prove whether Benn can truly handle a challenge against a fighter of Shakur's caliber.
But how you don't want to do the rehydration clause when you just got in the ring with Chris Eubank and he was half dead in the ring?
Yeah, definitely the second one. The first one I felt like, I don't know.
Bro, he was half
the first
dead,
one felt
bro.
a little like, you know what I'm saying?
If the man half dead in there and Conor Benn is taking advantage of the guy,
Yeah.
what is the problem with jumping in the ring with me the same way?
But would you, all right, if it's no rehydration, no fight?
No. What am I fighting him for? Why am I going to, I'm not a 147 pounder. I don't plan on going to 147.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like, everybody want to keep making this, like,
that's
this
what we do.
147 thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, oh, he's better than everybody at 135, 140. Sure. Nobody could beat him, so now we got to test him out at 147.
That's how it
because he
goes.
that good.
Yeah.
The difference between Shakur Stevenson and Conor Benn isn't just about skills, it's also about experience. In a heated debate with Ariel Helwani, both went at it full force, but Shakur questioned Benn's ability to stand in front of him. Stevenson points out that he started boxing at just 5 years old, while Benn began much later, giving Shakur a clear edge. He issued a deliberate warning: if Benn steps into the ring with him unprepared, he will be thoroughly outclassed.
How many amateur fights you had?
22, 24.
When did you start boxing?
17.
17 years old. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Because of...
You start boxing at what age? 17. You're cooked.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's cooked.
You're
Like, what's
cooked.
cooked mean?
Meaning like you're in trouble.
You're cooked.
Of what?
Of me.
Of you.
Why
Of
do
taking
you
the
say
piss.
that? Why is the 17 the indication that
I
he's...
started boxing when I was 5 years old. I'm in this game. I've been in this game for 23 years. How many years you been in this?
It doesn't matter. We can do it.
You can't beat
Listen,
me.
That's fine.
You can't beat me.
That's fine. I
That's
love a
how I
challenge.
feel.
He's making me want to get up now and choose.
yeah.
You're making me want to get up now
You're
and
not
have a
gonna
fight.
do that. You're not gonna
No,
do
but
that.
you're making me get up now and want to have a fight.
You're not going to do that though, champ.
Well, I know, but I know right now if we was to handle it, I'd handle it.
However, Conor Benn has boldly claimed he'd go in and smash Shakur Stevenson, but the boxing world sees that as a dangerous miscalculation. Many believe Benn doesn't come close to backing up those words. Carl Froch has weighed in, explaining why Benn hasn't earned a shot at Shakur, a highly skilled fighter who just dismantled the former 140-pound king, Teofimo Lopez.
Conor Benn potentially taking on Shakur Stevenson, and he's just getting totally written off. Nobody's giving Conor Benn a chance at all, and you can see why. Conor Benn is still learning on the job. He's never fought for an English, British, Commonwealth, European title. He's never fought for a world title. He's got a good win against Chris Algieri. He's obviously had them 2 mega fights with Chris Eubank Jr. But he's not ready for them kind of opponents, in my opinion. It just might be. You never know. Conor Benn might get in there and he might shock the world and shock everyone. and do really well. I mean, I've come under a little bit of criticism of Conor Benn himself. I spoke to him the other day, he wasn't very happy. I mean, we get on all right, we had a laugh. But I mentioned the word novice, which I suppose novice is a little bit harsh for Conor.
What makes this even more interesting is that Shakur Stevenson has openly called for a fight with Conor Benn, despite knowing Benn poses little real threat. Carl Froch suggests Shakur's interest is driven by business. Benn is a major draw in England and represents a lucrative payday. But when it comes to chances inside the ring, Benn isn't on Shakur's level and still has much to learn before even thinking about a title fight.
Stevenson's probably thinking, actually, Conor Benn's a big fighter in England. He brings a crowd, so it'll bring the money. So you think, I fancy that. It's a steady fight. Like, Conor Benn thinks he's too big for him, but sometimes size doesn't matter. And for this one, I just think Shakur Stevenson will be far too talented for Conor Benn. I might be wrong. I'm not giving Conor Benn his stick, and I sound like I'm trying to justify what I'm saying, but Conor needs a couple of steady fights around world level before he challenges for a world title. And I like him against someone like Ryan Garcia in a couple of fights, or maybe Barrios. I think they're winnable fights, potentially. But the Shakur Stevenson one, I just think there's levels in the game, and Conor is not there yet.
Meanwhile, Tim Bradley has unleashed a powerful and brutal rant aimed at Teofimo Lopez fans following Shakur Stevenson's dominant victory. Bradley reminded everyone that he had already predicted the disappointment and says events proved him right. He doubled down, calling it a complete outclassing of Lopez, while insisting Shakur's best is still ahead. And as fans hype Conor Benn, Bradley points to another threat, Shakur Foster, a fighter he believes could truly challenge Shakur.
Better than that, people. Okay? You know, I'm gonna give it to y'all real. That shit was easy. Easy. Now, since we always wanna, we wanna just go to the future right away, who should he fight next? Shakur wants to go to 135. Shakur wants to, I'ma tell y'all a fighter. A lot of y'all might disagree with me. I'm gonna tell y'all a fighter that can get with Shakur. I ain't say beat him, but I'm saying that can get with him. That's on his level. Like this. His name is Shakur Foster.
With Shakur Stevenson revealing plans to move down to 135 and target elite competition, Tim Bradley believes Shakur Foster is the only fighter truly capable of matching him. Bradley argues that Gervonta Davis isn't likely to fight Shakur, making this a pure skills versus skills matchup. In his view, Foster stands out as the best possible opponent right now, praising his ability and insisting he deserves recognition in the pound-for-pound conversation.
Shakur goes down and fight that man right there. Because I'm saying Tank ain't gonna fight him if he goes down to 35. Like, when you a fighter and you fight at a certain level, right? You get a certain amount of money, like you trying to be like, all right, I'm trying to even meet that and get a little bit more money, or, I'm trying to surpass that. I'm trying to challenge somebody even better than that. That was easy. So, Shakur Foster, as far as notoriety, he's not bigger than Tito. But I'm telling y'all, as far as skill, and I believe Shakur should be on a pound-for-pound list.
As the boxing world eagerly anticipates the fight despite the clear gap in skill and experience, excitement spiked when Derek Chisora dropped a bombshell about Conor Benn wanting Shakur Stevenson. While calling Benn a good friend, Chisora spoke highly of Shakur's chances. In his view, if the fight happens, Shakur washes Benn completely, skill for skill. He described Shakur as brutal and made it clear Benn wouldn't stand a chance in what he sees as a one-sided outclassing.
Man, Shakur Stevenson. I love Conor. Conor is my brother, but it's a whitewash.
He's the best. Shakur is the best, you
It's
feel?
a whitewash because yes, Conor's got pressure and all this, but if your legs are not in the right space with a southpaw, you're gonna get fucked up.
You're gonna get beat.
You're gonna get beat. No, I would love that fight to happen. I would love it to happen. Shakur needs to come to London, fight Conor. Be a good fight. Be a good fight.
One thing has become clear in this debate. Shakur Stevenson has cemented his legacy as the best fighter in the world right now. Many have reevaluated their stance, including Sean Porter, who once believed Teofimo Lopez had a chance. But even an aggressive, athletic fighter like Teofimo couldn't survive in front of Shakur. He was completely neutralized and outclassed, raising the question, if Teofimo couldn't last, how could Conor Benn?
Zaquin fights a lot like Shakur, and so that's the imprint of Wally in there. So But ultimately, he landed 5 power shots around. He threw 372 punches in the fight. If you got Lopez flailing out of position over and over again, you know, I'm holding him to the caliber of the guys he is rightfully being compared to right now, the best of the best. And if we're going to call it a complete masterpiece, you know, again, Crawford, Spence, Hopkins, Trinidad. Hopkins threw 639 punches in that fight, you know. Crawford threw as many punches in 9 rounds, knocking out Spence, dropped him 3 times. That's a part of the sport too. And I saw Shannon Sharp kind of getting lit up, and it's like, hey, Keyshawn and Bruce Carrington went on Shannon Sharp after he said what he said.
Meanwhile, Gareth Davis has delivered his honest and brutal take on Conor Benn versus Shakur Stevenson. He believes this fight should be made as Stevenson's biggest payday, and even invites him to London for the event. Offering a reality check to anyone backing Benn, Davis completely dismisses his chances. He says he wants to see Shakur carve Benn up in front of 70,000 fans, adding that Benn would be schooled even more harshly than Teofimo Lopez.
All the naysayers and the nitpickers and the haters can go away. Look, to address the other thing you said as well, Shakur is thrilling to watch if you're a fan of boxing, because there was jeopardy in this fight with him against Teo Lopez. There would be against Conor Benn, and that fight can happen in a stadium in the UK if Shakur wants to go global. You could really sell Shakur in the UK. He's a cool cat. And I think that does a stadium in my view. Conor Benn comes out like a bull and Shakur just carves him up in my view. I'd love to see him beat up Conor Benn in front of 70,000 people in the UK. It's a great fight.
Previewing Conor Benn's future, Gareth Davis believes Benn has 5 to 6 fights left before stepping up to someone like Shakur Stevenson. He suggests Benn focus on other opponents for now, possibly facing Ryan Garcia, Rolando Romero, or Mario Barrios, which he thinks would be a smart choice. Davis argues that based on how he imagines a fight against Shakur playing out, Benn would be beaten badly, potentially even leaving him more bruised than Teofimo Lopez was in his defeat.
Shakur beats him up. I think he beat him up. I think Conor would bring everything. That he'd obviously have to do the weight hydration clause, which is the condition that Shakur has laid out. I think Conor may end up. Conor may end up fighting Barrios or Mario Barrios or Ryan Garcia first of all for a world title. Shakur may defend against someone else, but it could happen in Madison Square Garden again. It could happen in the UK in the stadium, in my view, and it's really doable. Look, Conor Benn's a box office star now. He'll have 5 or 6 more fights in his career. They'll all be big fights.
While outlining the possible matchups for Conor Benn, Gareth Davis also included Devin Haney, calling them all major fights Benn could take on. He believes that although Benn is unlikely to win any of these bouts, they would still be extremely valuable for the boxing business. Davis argues that even in defeat, Benn's fights against top-tier opponents would generate massive attention, bring in significant revenue, and give fans high-stakes, exciting matchups to watch, keeping him relevant in the sport as he builds toward bigger opportunities.
Big fights, whether it be against Rolly Romero or Shakur Stevenson or Mario Barrios or Ryan Garcia or who else is there, or a Jaron Ennis or whoever it is, whoever he wants to fight. Devin Haney, yeah, but they're all big fights. Absolutely. Conor may not win any of them, but they're still all big fights.
Shakur Stevenson has proven he's in a league of his own, leaving critics silenced and challengers warned. Conor Benn may be chasing the big payday, but the reality is clear. Stepping into the ring with Shakur is no easy task. What do you think? Can Benn rise to the challenge, or is this fight already written in Shakur's favor? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest boxing breakdowns.